Another quick MCU tidbit, and this headline jumped off the screen. Marvel Phase 5 has already confirmed Spider-Man's MCU replacement. First of all, Spider-Man is irreplaceable. Thank you. No tomatoes, please. Although Spider-Man is still an active hero in the MCU, Phase 5 has subtly confirmed Peter Parker's replacement, but they can't repeat his mistakes. The author is Adrienne Tyler. Although Spider-Man continues to be an active superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 5 already has his replacement, as Spider-Man, Tom Holland, evolves into a more mature hero. As the MCU keeps expanding, it introduces more characters with various abilities, and while each hero has their own backstory, some of them have many similarities to previously introduced characters, and they end up taking their places as some heroes' stories take them on different routes. This already happened with Iron Man and Riri Williams, Dominique Thorne. I'm sorry, somebody had a Mark V suit and they just drove that. Pop-ups. This already happened with Iron Man and Riri Williams, Dominique Thorne. Oh god. With the latter becoming the former's replacement, and the next in line is Spider-Man. I'll save this for after the article. Spider-Man made his MCU debut in Captain America Civil War when he was recruited by Tony Stark to join his side, and since then, the Web-Slinger's been part of the biggest battles this universe has seen so far, such as the Battle of Earth in Avengers Endgame and the massive multiversal conflict he and Doctor Strange unleashed in Spider-Man No Way Home. After the events of No Way Home, Spider-Man is finally moving forward as a different type of superhero, but Phase 5 already has his replacement thanks to Kamala Khan, Iman Vellani, aka Ms. Marvel. Kamala Khan is taking Peter Parker's place in the MCU. I don't think so. Kamala Khan is one of the MCU's youngest superheroes at the moment, and she made her debut in the TV series Ms. Marvel. Thanks to a pair of magical bangles, Kamala is able to harness cosmic energy. But she still has a lot to learn about her family history, the bangles, and her powers. Ms. Marvel also established that Kamala is a big fan of Captain Marvel, and she will finally meet her favorite superhero, and others, in The Marvels, her first big-screen adventure in the MCU. The Marvels will see Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala joining forces as their powers become entangled, resulting in them swapping places with each other every time they use their powers. The first trailer for The Marvels showed Kamala changing places with Monica, leading her to meet Nick Fury, and her reaction is what confirms that she's taking Peter Parker's place in the MCU. Top down. Although initially terrified as she was suddenly floating in space, Kamala reacted enthusiastically when she saw Nick Fury, even asking him if what was going on was an Avengers test for her. Kamala's excitement is reminiscent of Peter's when he met Tony Stark in Captain America Civil War, and later the rest of the heroes from Team Iron Man and Team Captain America, and they both left the adult superheroes wondering what to do with a young and overly enthusiastic hero. In addition to that, both Kamala and Peter idolize one specific superhero, Captain Marvel and Iron Man respectively, with Peter now becoming a street-level hero in the events of No Way Home, pushing him to become a more mature superhero. Kamala will be taking his place as the youngest and most enthusiastic hero in the MCU. The MCU must avoid repeating its Spider-Man mistakes with Kamala. So this author, Adrienne Taylor, is admitting they made mistakes with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Let's hear what her take is. Kamala Khan is already mirroring Spider-Man, and they share a couple of characteristics, but that doesn't mean the MCU has to repeat its Spider-Man formula with Kamala, especially when many flaws in it have been pointed out over the years. One of the biggest mistakes the MCU made with its version of Spider-Man was attaching him to a mentor figure in all his appearances, beginning with his debut in Captain America Civil War. Spider-Man became Iron Man's mentee, and following his death, Mysterio posed as a mentor to Peter before showing his true colors, and in No Way Home, Doctor Strange took that place. The MCU must avoid this with Kamala Khan, especially after The Marvels, allowing her to become a hero on her own and learn from her mistakes without being under the shadow of Carol Danvers and or Monica Rambeau. And that's the end of that article. Now, when they said replace Spider-Man, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe they were just going to phase out Tom Holland's Spider-Man because they don't want to do any more deals with Sony. I thought maybe the MCU just wanted all the money for themselves, so they're just going to focus on one of their properties, but this is kind of editorial. Like, there's really nothing meaty to this article. They just brought up the fact that and I'm only repeating what I've heard other people say. A lot of the male superheroes are being phased out for female replacements. And then they're saying woke, SJW, feminazi garbage. All right? Now, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. We're talking about 2 major heroes, Spider-Man and Iron Man. Okay? And they're being replaced with 2 female characters that nobody really cares about. Riri Williams, played by Dominique Thorne, and Kamala Khan, played by, I think it was Iman or Imani Balani. I think I just butchered her name, so I apologize, actress. So, if I was to take that standpoint, I would have to say there might be some credence to that about male characters being phased out and female characters taking their place. Peggy Carter played Captain Britain instead of Captain America. Shuri, who does take the place of T'Challa as the Black Panther in the comic books. Tony Stark with Ironheart. I can see where these people are going with that. All right. Now, my enthusiasm for the MCU isn't what it used to be, so I kind of don't really care right now. Just to be totally honest with you. Because even with male characters in the lead, these shows have still been weak. The series have been weak. The movies have been weak. You can say the same thing about Hawkeye. That just came to mind. And especially after the tragic, well, I don't want to say tragic, but the severity of the accident that Jeremy Renner just went through. The Kate Bishop character seems like she's going to move right into his role. And my concern, of course, is the Avengers movie, Secret Wars. Who's going to be in this movie? Oh, pardon me. Who's going to be in this movie? Again, based on this story, Kamala Khan is replacing Spider-Man, but that's philosophically. The young, bright-eyed, like, minty, so it wasn't like Spider-Man is not going to be in it anymore and Kamala Khan is going to take his place. But this article is just talking about philosophically. But I'm looking at this roster, and I've mentioned this on a previous video. Secret Wars is going to be a stinker based on the complexion of the MCU right now. So, again, let's keep the video brief. Let's keep it short. If you've liked the video, hit the like button so that the algorithm will help us to stow aboard other people's feeds. All clear. Yeah! Okay? And however you feel about this video, leave a comment or leave a dissertation in the comment section. By the way, David Brent, where is that comment section? Thank you, Mr. Brent. Do your part, I'll do my part, so that The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 can and will expand. It's in the name.